Hey, welcome back to the Fire and Water Cooking channel. I'm Darren, of course, and you can probably hear some thunder in the background. We just had a thunderstorm running through here. It's kind of wet, but hey, I got a covered patio, so we're gonna film no matter what, because I got something special we're gonna do today. I got 3 racks of baby back ribs here that I got from Sam's Club. They look really good. They're ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out of the pack, but we're gonna use something special today. I'm gonna use my very own blueberry and black garlic rub, and this is something that I just started selling in the last couple weeks. You can find it on my website below, but that's what we're gonna do, baby back ribs with my blueberry and black garlic rub from Fire and Water Cooking. I'll be right back, guys.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from Fire and Water.
Alright guys, I went ahead and removed the membrane here on the back. As you can see, very easy to do. Didn't want to bore you with it. Just take a paper towel, pull it right off. I got the Weber Smokefire going. I got it on smokeBoost, and that's what we're going to cook it on initially here. We're going to give it probably about a good half hour, 45 minutes on the smokeBoost setting on the Weber Smokefire pellet grill. I'm using Costco pellets, so this is the first time using them. They smell pretty good so far, so we can test these out as well. $12.99 at Costco for a 40-pound bag. I think they're probably made by somebody like a lumberjack, so we'll see how they are. But we're going to go ahead and put my rub on. Now, I did wash these off a little bit when I pulled the membrane off, so they got plenty of moisture on there. I'm not going to put any kind of slather on. I know people like to do that, but I'm one that I don't put any kind of binder or slather on my meats, and I've never had a problem with rub not sticking. But I got some of my blueberry and black garlic rub out here already, so I'm just going to put some on the back here. I'm just going to put a nice coat on, and then I'm going to kind of rub it in, and then we're going to put some on the front, and then we're just going to toss them on the Weber. We're not going to do any kind of 3-2-1 method or anything like that. I usually just let my ribs go for about 4 hours or so at around 275 to 290, and I always have a good result with that way. They'd come out perfect, and I don't usually sauce them either. I usually just put dry rub on, and then just let them kind of cook up on their own. I'm not sous videing these today because I just don't really have the time to mess with it, and I just want to see how this turns out on its own, just cooking it the regular way with my blueberry and black garlic rub here. We'll go ahead and get this all seasoned up on the back side. Then we're just going to flip these over and do the same thing on this side. Let me go ahead and use my hands and just kind of, I'm not really rubbing it in, I'm just kind of spreading it out on here. And that's it, guys. We're just going to let these sit for about 10 or 15 minutes till that grill is up to temp, and then I'll be back when we're putting them on. My blueberry and black garlic rub from Fire and Water Cooking. I'll be right back. Alright guys, it's been about 15 minutes or so, and the temperature is right up to the 180 there on the Smokefire with the smokeBoost going pretty good. So that's ready to go. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna time these for about 45 minutes with the smokeBoost. And the blueberry and black garlic rub is something I put out there. I've been experimenting for a couple of years now with different ways to use black garlic. If you're not familiar with black garlic, it's the same as regular garlic, except it's aged and fermented, kind of cooked at a low temperature for a long period of time. This particular black garlic I use has been aged for 60 days, so it has a very unique flavor and smell to it. It's a lot more mellow, a little bit more umami punch to it than regular garlic, and just a totally different flavor. And if you guys haven't tried it, I highly recommend you try some black garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on. Like I said, the smokeBoost. We're not going to do any kind of basting of these or wrapping or anything like that. We're strictly going to cook these over the fire here. I've got no drip pan or anything. A little bit more of that rub back over here. And then, yeah, we're just going to cook them straight, just like you would in a pit barrel type cooker. Get them a little smoke, and cook them at about 275. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let these sit in here, and we might come back and spritz them after about an hour or so, and see how they go. All right, give me about 45 minutes, and I'll be back to crank the heat up. All right, guys, I just cranked the heat up, and we're going to take a look at those. I'm just going to see how they are looking right now. Looking pretty good. Getting dark. Hopefully they absorbed some good smoke in the smoke mode. And we're going to crank the heat up, and hopefully in about 2.5 to 3 hours we'll check on these. I'll probably check on them about an hour, maybe give them a spritz of water, and then we'll look at them in about 2.5 to 3 hours and see if they're done. Alright, guys, I'll be back. Alright, guys, so it's been a little over an hour now. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these. Cut it down to about 270 right now. And whoo, I'm going to get you a little close-up of those. They're looking pretty good. Now, since this has got both blueberry and black garlic in it, they are going to look dark. But check that out. I'm going to go ahead and spritz these a little bit, just with water, just so they can attract some more smoke. That's pretty much all I'm doing. Just cooling down the surface so it can attract a little bit more smoke. I'm going to flip it over and kind of see how the bottom's doing. You can see that the bottom's doing pretty good because it's getting most of the heat. So it's actually, the bottom's protecting the other side, so I don't have a problem with the way that's looking. So they're looking pretty good right now. So I'm going to come back probably in another hour and then see how we're doing, and we'll start probing them then, see how they are. I'll see you guys in a little while. Alright, guys, I looked at them about 5 minutes ago and they were looking pretty good, and I flipped them over to kind of get the top side a little darker. But I went ahead and probed them here, and they're over 200 in between the bones, and they are probing pretty tender. That's the bone. Well, that's the bone. So yeah, they are over 200 in between the bones, and they're probing very tender. These are baby backs, so they don't really need as long as regular St. Louis style. So I'm going to go ahead and see how the bottom is. They're pretty dark. We went ahead and flipped them. I'm going to take these off. Take a look at that. I know it looks dark, it looks burnt, but it's not. It's the black garlic and blueberry combining to make these things look dark. And they're going to be delicious. You can kind of see. Look at that. All right, let's go get these on the cutting board and take a bite. All right, guys, so let's take a bite of these. For some reason, the camera makes them look burnt, but they're not burnt. They got a nice color to them. Blueberry and black garlic. The black garlic is a lot more mellow than regular garlic, like I said. It's got a totally different flavor. It's more of an umami, mellow flavor on it. And the blueberry, it's got the sweetness. And of course there's some raw sugar in here to help these sweeten up a little bit as well. Got a little cayenne in there for a little kick of spice and some cumin. Check that out, guys. Got a nice smoke ring. Smoke ring and bark is what it's all about. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. They pull right off the bone. That rub is awesome. You need to try it. At least try it once, guys. You'll never find another rub like it. Blueberry black garlic seasoning, fireandwatercooking.com. Check out the store. Check out the other rubs as well. I have black garlic and coffee, all-purpose, poultry, Asian blast or Asian explosion. They all have black garlic in them. Check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go cut these up and have a great dinner. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Check out the Fire and Water Cooking podcast as well. Check out Fire and Water Cooking in the store. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.